Welcome to this new video on the Crew Motorfest, in which I'm going to test the two new vehicles that were released this morning in a new Elite bundle. Two new hypercars that look particularly powerful. On one side, we have the Hennessey Venom F5 from 2020, which is simply one of the most powerful cars in the world. And on the other, we have this little gem that you might not know because it's a car that's actually not very well known and extremely rare. This car is the touring Superleggera Aries RH95. It's really a very niche thing, but actually, touring Superleggera. They're designers, a bit like Zagato. Maybe that rings a bell for you. Who take already existing cars and radically modify them. Sometimes in terms of performance and also in terms of aesthetics. And this car actually, and maybe some of you recognized it because you can kind of tell, is simply a Ferrari F8 Tributo, reworked by touring Superleggera. So, if you recognize some of the lines, let's say the overall silhouette, of a Tributo, well, in the end, that's pretty normal, except that, well, aesthetically, everything is different. Large roof air intake and a distinctively styled rear. Bugatti, I'm looking at the car too much and not enough at the road, with a somewhat rounded rear and two light bars that are kind of, yeah, like a Bugatti. And then a rear where you might recognize a bit more of the Ferrari side, but there's also a bit of a Maserati touch as well, actually. So just so you know, for now, these two cars are only available in the Elite bundle. You can't buy them separately, you have to buy them together. That will change later. It's always like this when an Elite bundle comes to the game, that's how it is. And after a few weeks, you can buy the cars separately at the dealership. So how much does this Elite bundle cost? It's $2,500,000. So it's not cheap. But honestly, considering the rarity and the performance of the cars we have today, I was expecting it to be more than that. I thought it would go over $3 million, but no. $2,500, knowing that if you buy them separately, there's a good chance it'll cost you more than that. I think usually it's 20 or so there you go. If you wait, it'll be about $3 million bucks, and if you buy it now, it'll be $2,500,000. So in terms of performance, this car has 670 horsepower, weighing 1,280 kilos if I'm not mistaken. 0 to 100 in exactly 3 seconds, and a top speed that's estimated in the game to be around 330 kilometers per hour. Well, let's check that out. We'll take advantage of a nice little straight line.
Effectivement.
We stabilize around 300, then 330 to 335 with a slight turn. I'll show you the interior, which I haven't seen yet, so it'll be a surprise. Okay, got it. But here, honestly, recognizing it as a Ferrari is going to be very complicated. It's even strange, visually. There's a really weird neo-retro vibe here, with a steering wheel that looks like it's from American cars from the 50s, even the central gauge up there on the dashboard. It's super odd. Honestly, I think the exterior is really nice. But as for the interior, I have to admit I prefer the interior of the standard Ferrari Tributo. This one is a bit weird. It's already better for the passenger. For the passenger, it's almost normal, with a bit of carbon fiber, a sporty touch and all, a dashboard that's pretty normal. Honestly, it's just for the driver. I feel like I'm driving a Cadillac. So it's pretty special. On the other hand, it actually seems pretty good when it comes to the stock handling. You can feel that it's light. You can also tell that it's not super powerful. Still very powerful at 600 horsepower and actually competitive with other hypercars. So, I think it's easy to drive. And I think it's not bad at all. We'll see how it does with the upgrades, but at first glance, it's definitely not a dud. So, I don't know if we'll be able to customize this one, since by default... Oh wait, we can customize it. Damn, that's crazy. Because the car is already customized, technically. It's a tuned Tributo that we're going to be able to tune even more. Ah, but there are colors. Some of them are gorgeous, but some are still pretty weird. There are some beautiful colors. That's stylish too, I admit I like it. And the basic blue-green there, with the gray stripes, I think it's really cool. So, it's actually a bit of custom work. We're going to try not to mess up the car too much because the car already has a very refined design, let's put it that way. That might be difficult. Strangely, this one's front somewhat resembles the MC20. I'm not sure if it's the headlights or the hood. It has a bit of an MC20 vibe. It kind of has a Valhalla vibe, Aston Martin Valhalla. Especially if you add this custom touch. It's the little cool things, right? It has some options that aren't too extreme either. Well, honestly, the custom options are cool, right? Everything pretty much stays true to the car's overall look. I think we'll go with that. That seems pretty good to me. Or that, actually. Quite simply. The small widened fenders or the widened ones with spiker-style air intakes. We have the official rims. Actually, two types of official rims. These ones are cool, they look a bit like McLaren rims. But actually, Super Touring Laggard. Touring Superleggera, sorry. They copied everyone. That's the thing. We're just going to lower them a bit. There. There we go, but it might look a bit weird. I'm not sure. Don't let the wheels stick out much. Just lower the car. The mirrors, carbon ones. Small side skirts, what else? Okay, well, this time I'm a bit less of a fan. The rear fenders, we can also widen them even more. Add small air intakes, or just a little overhang, we'll call it that, in carbon fiber. And the spoiler, it doesn't have a big spoiler. Oh wait, yeah, it does have one. The rest is subtle custom work. Honestly, the customizations on this car are very well done and thoughtfully chosen. They preserved the original car's spirit. And you can personalize it a bit, but it still looks cool. On the other hand, I think having the chrome rear is super stylish. Maybe we'll just put the same thing as the original, but in chrome. Maybe with slightly different skins, I don't know. What are the default skins like? Like this? I think we can put that. And the inside then? The inside is a bit weird. Unfortunately, changing the color won't change the gauges, but oh well. There are still quite a few options. Full Alcantara? That's cool. Let's put it like that. I like this color. Full leather interior. I personally prefer leather to Alcantara. And that's it. So we can customize it a little bit, and I think we'll also be able to improve it a bit. We're going to take the parts from my Valhalla, actually. It's true that, in this case, it's going to be hard not to mix them up. And indeed, 1,440 horsepower, a top speed of 450, very good braking, and very good speed. However, acceleration and lateral grip, not that great. But I think the acceleration is easy to explain. It's because it's rear-wheel drive and not all-wheel drive. All right, let's go. We're going to test our stirring Superleggera RS RH95 on the TS Mic Combi. We'll see how we do on the stopwatch if we can get a good time. And if this car has a chance to be among the good cars in Motorfest. Damn, it's already handling really weird. It doesn't feel very settled. In terms of handling, acceleration, and speed, it seems pretty decent. But when it comes to handling, it seems really weird, let's be honest. Actually, it's not even the handling. I feel like it's the braking that's bad. We'll check that out in a bit. We haven't really tackled the heavy braking parts of the event yet. On the other hand, in terms of speed, it's actually pretty good. 480, yeah. With that, maybe we can forgive it for some other flaws. However, it's still not easy to play. I find that it doesn't handle very well. It doesn't have that much grip. I mean, there are other hypercars that go through those corners much faster. Like really 20, 30, even 40 km/h faster. Also, the braking doesn't seem great to me. In the game, let's just say it happens that we have cars that, technically, without any adjustments, are very average. With tuning, they become some of the best in the game. Maybe that'll be the case for the Touring Superleggera Aries RH95. That's what we're testing here. But it's true that it slides a lot. On top of that, the fact that it's rear-wheel drive doesn't help. And we finish with a lap time that's actually not so bad. A 35.6, I think that's pretty good. So I think it's quite fast. I think the top speed and overall acceleration really help it out. But I think it really doesn't have very good braking. And indeed, in corners, it doesn't have much grip. Which means that, overall, it's fast. But it's pretty hard to drive. We're obviously going to test the other car from the Elite bundle before the servers shut down. Since the servers are closing today from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. So, there's not a lot of time left. We're changing things up and going with an American hypercar. The Hennessey V9 F5, which, for a while, I don't want to say anything wrong. But it's really one of the most powerful cars in the world. And that's still the case. For me, though, it's going to be hard to drive. I can feel it right away. Wow, it's going to slide. Oh, the difference in handling compared to what we just tested, guys. It's going to be monumental. So it's clear that in terms of power, it's got all the power you could want. 1,800 horsepower rear-wheel drive. 1,300 kilos. I think it's a Corvette V8 that's been reworked by NSI with turbos and superchargers to make something completely insane. I think the top speed is actually around 460 km/h, something like that. Maybe even more than that. Really, it's one of the fastest cars in the world. Seriously, it's faster than a lot of Bugattis, for example. On the other hand, it's true that with all that power, I think it's not going to be an easy car to handle. Right now, it's actually fine. Once it's going, it holds the road well. It actually has a lot of downforce, in the end. But it's just at low speed. On the other hand, I think it's going to be a pain to control. But damn, yeah, no. It's actually super OP in corners. I actually wasn't expecting that. Damn, it's actually a monster. Like, seriously. In terms of handling, once you get it going over 250, it's an excellent car. I think on Kiss Me Combi, the lap time won't be bad. We'll see about that. I don't think it's become the best new hypercar in the game. But damn, it's... Yeah, it's awesome, huh? And as for the braking, it's not exceptional either. On the other hand, the sound is cool. The look of the thing is cool. Some may say it looks like a GTA hypercar, and that's true. It's true. You know, there are some designs that are very, well, simplistic compared to European hypercars. And inside, what does it look like? Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Yoke steering wheels like that are just awful. Damn, you can really tell it's an American car. There's zero. There's nothing. There's nothing at all. It's actually super simple. With the screen, right there. After that, that's all. The essentials. The goal was to build a very powerful, very light car. I think they skipped over some things. Some equipment. That's it. So, it's a pretty radical car. You can customize it. I'll make it blue, yeah. Just like on Forza Horizon 5. And we also have some aesthetic parts. We'll be able to make it even wider, maybe to optimize the handling a bit more. We're going to have some things that are, in this case, maybe a bit more extreme in terms of customization. But it's not that shocking, because the base car, well, let's say, already has a bit of an extreme look. So we have the rims in black, but I hate that. We can lower it a bit if we want. That's what we're going to do. There you go. Lower the back properly. There. We have the calipers and mirrors, which we can match to the body color. The side skirts with the little red stripe, or a bit of carbon. Why not? The widened rear fenders. Exactly, to match the front. And the spoiler. Oh, it has a big spoiler, but oh damn. Oh yes. Well, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know if all the customization options have to be approved by the brands. I think so. I think when the devs offer customization options for a car, they have to get everything approved by the devs first. But it wouldn't surprise me if the American flag on the side there was a request from the brand. I'm not sure what to put on. I'd like the exhaust hoods and blue lower section, but that's not possible. So, I think we're just out of luck. What's the difference? Never mind, we'll use the default. And so, the interior. Damn, yeah, there's not much there. There's not much to it. What are we going to put in, by the way? Maybe brown. Yeah, the interior isn't... Actually, I don't think this car is very pretty, honestly. It's true that it has such a design. I mean, yeah. Actually, it really looks like a GTA hypercar. That's it. Super simple. But it really goes fast, though. Damn, the stats aren't great. And actually, the car was already so powerful with 1,800 horsepower to begin with that the upgrades barely changed anything. Well, let's go. We'll see how it does on the Kiss Me Combi. Same thing. If we can get a good time, I think it's going to do pretty well, this one. It's really Kiss Me Combi. This is the kind of event where, normally, with a car that has this much power and speed, you're supposed to do pretty well. You can see the start is tough. The thing is, with the power it has, for rear-wheel drive starts, it's always a bit tricky. It's no big deal, they just wasted some of my time. But the goal is to get, let's say, a rough idea of the time, not necessarily to try hard to get it perfect. Ah damn, it's really not bad at all, huh?
Elle est pas mal du tout.
Let's try to optimize the top speed a bit to see. I think we'll get a little 442, huh? 480, sorry, that's what I meant. You see, when it comes to top speed, I feel like all the untuned hypercars are like the touring Superleggera. We always end up with this kind of speed. See? Yeah, but in terms of handling, it's really insane. I didn't expect to say this about an American car, but it's really overpowered. It's really hard to handle, especially in tight corners. I think you can forget it. It's going to be a mess. But once it's moving, the downforce makes it incredibly fast. I don't know what the final lap time will be. Maybe we won't do something that amazing because we lost a bit of time with the AI and everything that comes with it. But honestly, I think it's super OP. Bad. Come on, let's check the time. Oh yeah, that's not bad, huh? Not bad. Yeah, I think I broke my record. No, this is a rocket. It's a rocket, guys. It's a rocket. But listen, I wouldn't be surprised if this new Hennessey Venom F5 is among the best new hypercars in the game, actually, for the simple reason that this car is a beast. The only thing that's hard to handle with this car is the acceleration at low speeds because it's just too powerful, actually. But once it's going, it has insane acceleration, insane pickup, insane top speed, and it handles ridiculously well, honestly. So, of course, it all depends on the events. As always, if you're doing events, let's say, with a lot of turns, this one. With tight corners, let's say, it's going to be completely left behind. On the other hand, as soon as you do things like Cosmo Combi, I think this car is going to crush everything, honestly. Clearly, two new hypercars that are still pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed this little review of the bundle. If you did, I'm counting on you to show your support by leaving a like and subscribing for future videos. Feel free to follow me on Twitch for the next live streams. The link to my Twitch will be in a pinned comment under this video, so don't hesitate to come say hi to Primer as well. I'm also putting the instant gaming link for my channel, which will be in a pinned comment under this video as well. It lets you buy your games for less while giving a little support to my channel. So, when will we see each other again? See you tomorrow. Or actually, see you tonight for the next video. Alright, bye.